So good morning, Finland. Good morning, Helsinki. I hope you're all doing pretty well. My name is James Northridge and I'm speaking to you from Boston. I'm a little bit cold. I had the clever idea to record this outside, but the minus 10 or minus 15 degrees that it is right now isn't making that so easy. I hope you've had an absolutely fantastic week. I hope that you've had a super day. So for those of you that are Finnish teachers that are just here for the day, I'm sure you're going to have an absolutely blast. It's going to be an amazing day, I'm sure. And you're in very safe hands with Petri and Paula. Two fantastic people, two fantastic friends. To those of you that have been here for the week, you've had some, I'm sure, life-changing experiences in terms of school visits. You've experienced what technology can do. But what I would say to you, and the challenge I would put to you now, is to take just one experience, just one thing that you've learned, or one thing that you might learn from today, and implement that into your class next week, and start making a difference for some of the students that you work with. So why am I here in Boston? Why am I even talking to you today? Why am I recording this really quick video? It's to give you a sense of what UrAbility does, and it's to give you a sense of why did we make that change in Ireland and why are we doing what we're currently doing. I'm here in Boston for a 2-year period where I'm doing some research on technology and predominantly tablet technology for kids that are non-verbal or kids that have autism. And that's quite a specific field, I know. But in Ireland, we were really concentrating quite a lot on helping students that had dyslexia, dyspraxia, ADHD, Asperger's. So kids that were in mainstream schools, and we were trying to use technology to make, the classroom more inclusive. So how could we make the classroom more inclusive? How could we empower the learner? But also, how could we educate the teacher to be more inclusive? And that's really the goal and the drive of UrAbility. As I said, my name is James Northridge, and I was the one that came up with UrAbility. I have dyslexia myself. I really struggled when I came here to Boston, and I found myself very much out of my comfort zone. In terms of reading road signals, I found that really difficult. And for somebody that struggles, in education, you lean on things that you lean on, the teachers that are around for students, you lean on the technology. And I guess I was a bit out of my comfort zone. I was with people I didn't know, so I didn't really feel comfortable with asking them, what did something actually say? Could I understand it? So it's been a very interesting journey for me. And why I set up UrAbility was just, I don't want students to face the same challenges that I had to face when I was a student. I don't want them to be in the same position that I was in. And that's why I'm so passionate about putting technology and empowering students. So this is take 2, my apologies. The cold is a little too much for me, so I had to come in here to a coffee shop and get myself a nice latte to warm up my hands. But as I was saying in the last frozen video that I did, is that really we set up UrAbility to try to empower students, and not just students with disabilities, but students that maybe just learned a little differently. And we really wanted to make schools inclusive places, and that was always my drive for UrAbility. So we've been in operation for about 2 years, 2 to 3 years now, and we've I suppose over the years we've done a lot of good things. We ran summer camps for kids that learned differently, and we taught them how to use technology. We've been involved in a European project with P3 here, and I'm sure he's going to demonstrate some of that today, or at least share some of the successes that we had over the last 2 to 3 years. And then also we teach teachers how to use technology and how to be more inclusive. And we try to advocate and work for and with parents of kids that learn differently. So that really is a kind of an overview of where we're at. if I was there with you, I would share maybe some other video content. I was also on a TV program within Ireland that was called Dragon's Den. So very similar to Shark Tank, maybe, if you're familiar with that. And that's really like an online investment program. And I went on there, shared my story in terms of the business idea, my background, what I wanted to do. And you know what? We got investment, and it was a really good opportunity for us. And it drove us on, and it drove me on, I suppose, and gave me good motivation to help teachers and to help students. And really, you know, like I said, the key drive and the key motivation always was, I don't want students to be in similar positions to me or to face similar challenges that I had as a kid. And I think we're doing a pretty good job of that. So you're in for a fantastic day. My colleague Sarah is there with you, and I'm sure a lot of you have met her yesterday. You have the opportunity to meet her today and to hear in terms of how Ireland is using technology, how our education system is tapping into trying to utilise tablet technology a little better. I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, you know what, Ireland is incredible, because it's not. But we are making strides to try to serve students better. We're trying to use technology in classrooms a little bit more inclusively, which is great, but we're just trying to re-educate teachers to use technology and how it can be of benefit. And of course, it's not the silver bullet, and Ireland certainly doesn't have the perfect system, but I would like to think that we are making good strides. And Sarah will talk a little bit about here a little bit more in detail in terms of what we've done and what we hope to do. So I'm going to sit back here, I'm going to enjoy my coffee. I'm going to pick up maybe one of these books that's behind me. I probably won't be able to read it because of my dyslexia, but I might use my tablet to read it for me. How's about that? Look, have a fantastic day. I hope you enjoy the rest of your experience with my colleagues there. And you know, if you ever decide to come to Ireland and you'd like to do a course with us, you'd like to learn in terms of what the Irish education system looks like, well, why not come to one of our courses? I think we got one happening in October, and I'll be back there myself to run that course, and hopefully P3 will be there with me, and my colleague Sarah will be helping as well. So there's your invitation to come to Ireland and experience a full week of what we do and how we use tablets in education. Have a fabulous day. Thank you.